Today, I'm going to Banksy Limitless in South Kensington to view the limited time immersive gallery featuring exclusive pieces he created for this show. I'm from Bristol, so I've grown up hearing about his work, and my dad has told me about when he was in bands when he was younger, and how he met people at gigs, parties and parks in East Bristol like Fishponds, Easton, St George, Redland and Bishopston, all from different schools. At St George Park, he met a guy who was about his age but tended to hang out with people older than him. They met up a few times at house parties and he was cool, into art and tags more than graffiti. He liked grunge and hip-hop. Dad said the last time he saw him was probably 1992. I asked him about this guy's style, and he said he dressed kind of grungy skater but pretty standard baggy denim like everyone else. He seemed like a normal but pretty cool guy. So, back onto Banksy. The gallery was amazing. I've never been as immersed in artwork as I was walking through this showing. Every single piece of work had a meaning, and they made you stop and think with every step. Banksy's most impressive work began to be noticed in the 1990s, and now, after 27 years, he is still dropping jaws every few months. He's known for his political statements, controversial approaches, and impactful art. He's created a distinctive voice so well known that people see his work and spread the news before he posts it, and all of it is as impactful as the next. His earlier work consisted of using stencils to speed up the work of rats and policemen, usually conveying witty, ironic statements. In 2003, he merged graffiti art with installation and performance in the exhibition Turf War, where he painted the bodies of live pigs, and in 2005, in his crude oil exhibition, he released 200 live rats into the gallery. Over time, it became clear that his work would always have a deeper meaning and would always draw a flurry of media attention. His most recognised works relate to Palestine, where in 2005 he painted 9 images on the Palestine side of West Bank wall, highlighting the oppressive barrier, and his frequent vandalisation of museums, where he has hung up his own works alongside prestigious artwork and Girl with Balloon, which represents hope, love and lost innocence. In this gallery, I loved how they showed a short film depicting children being taken away from their families as the girl floats up into the sky and sees the damage wars have caused. The song they chose was by Elbow, a Bristolian band I've seen many times because my dad is a huge fan, and I have to say I became one after my first concert at the Downs. One of my favourite things about Banksy is his consistency in pointing out the lack of freedom of speech, imbalances of power and control over privacy. This is shown in his One Nation Under CCTV, which was created in 2008, directly in front of a surveillance camera. Since he has highlighted cultural, environmental and societal issues, he will always be a huge icon in British history. His work serves as a reminder to think critically and form independent opinions, regardless of what you're told by people with power. This gallery featured immersive experiences, like a room built into the London Underground. I noticed they'd even heated up the room to make the experience more realistic. In there, he called attention to the constant ads with a statement, "The joy of not being sold anything." After that, there was a brightly lit room representing British culture and a replica of his famous vandalised phone booth, which all represented power versus freedom. Banksy's work has challenged and inspired people all over the world through uncomfortable, provocative and consequential art. It's important to continue creating art that highlights issues around immigration, war, climate change, hidden truths and injustices. My experience was amazing and I strongly recommend going. I love graffiti art and the meaning behind war murals because their influence can inspire courage and activism, and Banksy's work motivates change. Art will always be a way to speak when words do not do the topic justice, and Banksy has had a significant impact on perceptions of our systems, regardless of how many creations have been covered up or destroyed.